how to insert a value into arrays. Hi coders, CS Time channel here, and this time we will talk about insertion in arrays. Let's begin. Here is the operation in arrays. So first, insertion, deletion, searching, and sorting. In this video, our focus is in insertion. Here is the situation. You are asked to insert 6 to array with the following element. And here is the visualization. The element of the array is in ascending order. So each element occupies a certain index. I use -1 here to represent now, as I assume the array size is not a problem in this situation. And I use variable insert to hold the value of 6, the value that we want to insert to the array. The value in the array is ascending order. We want to insert 6 into the array, so we need to search the correct position for 6. The correct position for 6 is after 5, which is in index 2. How to be able to insert 6 in index 2 is by moving 7, 9, and 10 one step to the right. So we want to achieve this situation. And then, once we have this situation, then we can insert 6. Keep in mind, when we move the value of array 1 index to the right, it means we are copying the value from one index position to another position. So actually, 7 is still here, but it's ready to replace because we already have another copy of 7 in another index. Now let's see it in detail. Here is the visualization. If you wish to insert 6 into the array, then the first step is to search the correct position. Here, I use insert variable to hold the value that you want to insert. The next step you want to insert is to search the correct position. Once we know the position, then we mark the position for insert. Here, I use variable position to hold the value of index, which is the position to insert the insert. And then next, we will move the array value from A position, which is array 2 until array 4, to B position, which is array 3 to array 5. And then we are ready to insert the insert. So the visualization will look like this. Here is our current condition. And then we want to move it to the right. So in array, when we move the value from index 1 to another index, actually we just copy. So the initial value is still there. However, it's ready to replace by the new value. So let's see the pseudocode. We understand just now, if you want to insert 6 to the array, then you will have to read the array from index 0 up to the last index to find the correct position. It means I need looping that move from 0 to the length of the array. And to know the correct position, then I have to compare the insert to the array 0. If that's the correct position, then we insert it there. Otherwise, we keep on moving to the following index. So the pseudocode will look like this. If insert less than array x, which is this, then we mark the position. We use the position variable to hold the position of the index. So I use position to hold the position of the index. Once we know the position, then we quit from the looping using break. Our job now is to move the array value from A position to B position. Now I have to prepare the place for it. So I will start reading from the last index. So I will have to move array 4 to array 5, and then array 3 to array 4, array 2 to array 3. So we need looping that move from the last index to the position, and then we copy the value in the index before the last position to the last position, and so on and so forth. Once we move it, then the visualization will look like this. Now we have double 7 because we already copy 7 to the following index. This 7, which is index 2, is the position for our insert to insert the value here. So now we can assign insert to the array position. And to read the value of the array, we just need looping that move from index 0 to the last index, and we display it. Let's see the implementation in Java. Here is the implementation in Java. In this case, I'm using Eclipse. I prepared the code from the pseudocode I showed you just now. So I just paste it here. So here is the code. This is our array that I declare it as integer. And then the variable insert I use to hold the value that I want to insert to the array, that I declare it with integer. The position for insert, I declare it as integer. And then for the for itself, I started from 0 until the length of array. For efficiency, I use the same variable for our looping. So I declare the I using public here. And then to read the array, I started from 0 up to the last array. And then to find the correct position, we have to compare the insert with the first array. And then once we know the correct position, we hold it under pause. So we copy the index of array, we put it under pause. After we know the position, then we quit from the looping. Once we quit from the looping, it's time for us to move the value from position A to position B. So I start reading from the last index, considering the last index is null, and then I copy the value from the last index minus 1 to the last index, and so on and so forth. Once it's done, then the position for the insert is ready. Now we just need to assign insert to the array position. And then to see the result after insertion, then we use looping again, that reading start from index 0 up to the last index, and then we display it using system output print. So let's see the result. Here is the result. So it's correct.
If you learned something from this video, please subscribe and like for more videos. Thanks for watching.